And our final two lightning talks are the two guys who came on the Postel scholarship, and they basically wanted to say what they got out of coming here, why they came here, and how they feel about it. So if you guys want to come forward, and you're going to do a little double act for us. And your 10 minutes start now. Yeah, the slide should be on. This one? Yeah, there you go. And control that.
Hello, my name is Patrick Okwi. I'm one of the Postel fellows, and Tracy will be coming up shortly. He's the other person who won the Postel scholarship this time round. Okay, like most people in here, I wear lots of hats. One hat is I work for a network operator in Uganda. I noticed that many people didn't know where that was, so I did a little map with a bit of red. So that's our AS. If you see announcements that you shouldn't see in that AS, please feel free to contact me and I'll look at it. Just some statistics about the internet in Uganda. The typical size of a pipe to a customer is going to be about 64K. That's totally different from here, where someone can have 2-3 meg, which might be what a small ISP might have. The most common end of mile solution right now is WiMAX. We have very little cable. All our upstream connectivity is via satellite, so we have 500 milliseconds and up. We have one IXP locally, started in July 2003. There are 5 peers. Our current traffic, the last time I looked at it, was 3.2, that's collective traffic going through the IX, and no IPv6 in the IX. Not yet, anyway. The list down there, the URL shows the licensed operators in Uganda. My second hat is from AFNOG, the African version of NANOG. There I serve on the workshop program committee. Our acronyms are in 3s, not 2s. We've had 9 meetings so far. Each of the green places are the countries where we've hosted an AFNOG meeting. Morocco was special, they wanted it in red. The next one is in Cairo. And they're held once a year, not the 3 meetings which NANOG has. Okay, AFNOG has a different kind of lookout when you compare it to NANOG. That dish, I'm not sure where you can see it, has tie-wraps to hold it in place. That was during one of our AFNOG setups. We didn't actually end up using that dish, but it goes to show the differences in what we have to go through to get a network set up. The maximum bandwidth we've had at an AFNOG was about 34 Mbps. We usually have about 1 Mbps for the entire event. We have a 1-week workshop, then we have 3 days meetings, and there are the Afrinic meetings afterwards. And before that, we have 1 week to do the entire setup, which I saw being done in 6 hours. And I was pretty impressed. So there's some lessons I've learned from coming here. First is the content. There's always something to learn, something new to see, and new toys to play with. Also, I've noticed that the preparations here for the meetings are a bit further on than in, say, AFNOG. And we also seem to have more people contributing towards this actual setup of the NOC and the infrastructure and all that. I've also seen that you can actually give 1 hour notification or less for Lightning Talk and still have one. And the tools here are a bit more, and the difference is a lot of the tools which I saw, especially in the NOC, were carried on laptops, whereas we tend to build our tools on the fly every time we go for that 1 week. So hopefully I'll go back and then see what we can change about that. So any questions, comments? Yep. Okay, Tracy?
Did you have your own slides or not? Yeah, you needed to have given us the slides, really. Yeah. Can I help you? That file. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's all gone blue. Can you get a key? Yeah. Have you got a key? Get it onto the screen. That's the easiest thing. No problem. You get that on the machine yourself, yeah. I'll get it on this one. What format is it in? Is it PDF? Yeah. Okay. So while we're just sorting that out, just wonder how people's rheumatism is going. I don't know about you, but my joints are actually aching from the cold in this room. It's fantastic. I'm getting like a cold draft coming from somewhere. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, don't forget, don't go away. Excitement. Find out who the new steering committee is in about 1 hour from now. And I think the other thing that's probably worth mentioning is once we're after the coffee break this afternoon, we're then going to be in a position where we will not be together again all in the same room again until tomorrow morning, because it's all breakout stuff and tracks this afternoon after the coffee break. So I think the other thing I'll do is I'll plug tomorrow morning, which is the first session, which is going to start at 9 tomorrow morning, is the greybeard slot, as they're going to call it, which is the wonderful and wise and the people that have the people that knew John Postel, thinking back on the last 10 years that we've been through without John, and how John would have done it and how John would have approached things. And I think that's definitely something. If you're going to be here, make sure you come. I mean, I'm not getting out of here until like 1 p.m. on my flight, so I'm definitely staying for that. And then I'm going up to the Bay Area to beat up some switches. Found new hardware, USB mass storage device. I'm just running it from the key. Okay. There you go. Let's go for it.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to ask you to excuse me. I lost your times. It's 1 hour. It's around 1 hour. I lost my laptop. It has crashed. And my presentation has disappeared. On this one, I make it roughly. Okay, I'm Coco Tracy Mirindi. As you can see, I'm one of Postel Network Fellow. I'm Bachelor of Science Electronics since 2000 at Institut Supérieur de Techniques Appliquées, Istandolo and Kinshasa in Democratic Republic of the Congo. I'm single and have 35 old. About my career, I'm involved since April 2002 in internet growing in Central Africa, in Congo Kinshasa and Congo Brazzaville. From 2002-2004, I get my first job as an engineer operations in RoFiTech, an internet service provider in DRC. And my duty was managing wireless local loop using Avario and Microtik materials doing some customer supporting and fixing VSAT materials in the case of some hardware problems. From 2004 to 2006, I was IT manager of Internet of Airnet. Is a new ISP in Brazzaville, in Congo, Brazzaville, located in Brazzaville and in Pointe-Noire. There I worked for Total and more ministries of Brazzaville. And my key skills inside its companies was networking using Cisco systems, wireless networking using WiMAX of Alvarion, and I've done internet service and every time electronics, because I'm an electronics engineer. From 2006 to 2007, I work for System Europe. These times I go beside networking, go beside ICT. Was going to make some investigations of building electrical hydropower. Right now I'm going to tell you about my wedding with the internet. My wedding has started in 2005 when I go to attend AFNOG workshop in Mozambique, in Maputo. I study internet services under FreeBSD. And in November 2005, I started the same study, but in French, in Libreville, Gabon, with Agence Intergouvernementale de la Francophonie. I can talk about my work for internet growing. In 2006, I was a local host of NSPA and IXP trainings in Brazzaville. After attending AFNOG in 2006 in Kenya, in Nairobi, I come back in my country and in my country of residence, Brazzaville, and I organized this workshop. You can check at www.afripa.org. You can get some information about it. In the same year, 2006, I was an assistant instructor of NSPA training in Libreville, Gabon. And in the same year again, I founded an association by the name of U2LD, Unix et Logiciel Libre pour le Développement Appliqué. What I can say in English is Unix and Open Source for Development in Brazzaville, Republic of the Congo, in which I'm teaching open source and I'm doing popularizations of internet usage. The willing to make grow internet motivate me to attend all AFNOG track and teach others when I was back to my countries of origin and in my last country of residence. In 2008, I was one of co-founder of BSD Congo. BSD Congo is a scientific association located at University of Kinshasa in DRC. And in this year, in August, we organized the first workshops in which I was a main instructor. I used to teach Unix FreeBSD system administration. And our website actually is online at www.bsdcongo.org. You can see something there, but I'm working on this site. The location of our associations is University of Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of the Congo, especially in the Department of Computer Science. And this one is the mailing list where we discuss with every student after workshop. On some project, we got some projects. I got some private project and project with BSD Congo. With BSD Congo, close with ISOC chapter of Kinshasa and ICANN at large, we have a project to organize a workshop of IPv6, which all participants will come from all university from our country. But we had called some participants from University of Congo Brazzaville too. In 2 months, we must organize this workshop. And in my private project, I have a project with msdeafcaf.net. It's mental health and deaf people. In these associations, I'm teaching people with problems with disabilities, people of mental health, deaf people. I'm teaching them to use internet. I'm teaching them computer science, computer maintenance, computer networking. You can go at this website. It's the website I put online for them. I'm working on this too. And this contract under there is Pastor Kamonyo. He's a pastor, but a deaf person. I work with him inside this project. I thank very much AFNOG and AFRENIC to help me, to give me knowledges which I'm sharing with my friend, with students, with everybody in the world. I thank Internet Society, I thank NANOG, I thank Arin, I thank everybody who are present here. Thank you.
Thanks very much. Any comments or questions? If not, we will move on to our next presenter, Richard.